Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your brother BKels coming at you from Mom's Basement with another free-for-all gameplay. Today, I thought I would bust out the Kilo Assault Rifle. Now, I literally just made this class before the gameplay, so we'll see how it goes. I'll leave the class info in the description below if you're interested in trying it out, but I warn you, not everyone can be as good with it as I can, but it can't hurt to try. Alright, I'm definitely kidding you there. If you use this class, you'll knock it out of the park. Anyways, this game is a close one, so make sure and stick around to the end. I promise you won't regret it. Now, I hope you guys are all doing well despite the whole corona thing. I know it has been tough on a lot of people, whether they're out of work or suffering from depression. Just know you are not alone. We're in this together, and we will get through this together. It is okay not to be okay, so please reach out to one another. 2020 has been a pretty crazy year so far, but when you're at rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. Now, unfortunately, I can't solve all the world's problems, but fortunately, I can try to entertain you with some believe it or not, so let's do that starting now. In December 2008, inmate Michael Polk sued Utah prison officials because they wouldn't provide a Thor's hammer, a prayer cloth, a wassail-filled horn, a boarskin drum, and a sword so that he could worship the ancient Norse gods. I'm not sure how this one played out, but I'm guessing the verdict was not in Polk's favor, and no one would be able to pick up Thor's hammer anyways to give it to him, so it's just an unlucky situation for him, I guess. A burglar who broke into a house in Malaysia in 2008 told police he was prevented from escaping by a ghost. He claimed that the supernatural figure had held him captive for 3 days without food and water. You best start believing in ghost stories, burglar. You're in one. Dentist Dr. Val Kopakov from Saginaw, Michigan collects toothpaste, and since 2002 he has acquired nearly 1,500 different types from around the world. Among his prized possessions are a special Hopalong Cassidy toothpaste and a Scotch whiskey flavored toothpaste. Now I wonder how long it would take to go through all that toothpaste. And here's a fun fact, toothpaste actually has an expiry date, so Kolpakov better get brushing. Arrested in St. Paul, Minnesota in December 2008, a 25-year-old driver tried to get away with this crime by giving a false name to the arresting police officers, forgetting that his real name was tattooed in large letters on his neck. No regrets, know what I'm saying? Scotty P. Alright. When George Garrett from Somerset, England, wanted to do something different, he officially changed his name to Captain Fantastic, faster than Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Wolverine, the Hulk, and the Flash combined. Now he could just draw all of those characters for his signature every time, and that would be pretty awesome, but definitely time consuming. This man would need a lot of room to be signing his name, that's for sure. In 1980, US actor David Jansen, star of the TV show The Fugitive, had a bad dream in which he saw himself being carried away in a coffin following a heart attack. The dream unnerved him so much that he consulted a psychic who advised him to have a medical. Only 2 days later, Jansen died from a sudden heart attack. Now that'd be a pretty terrifying situation, and what a super unlucky outcome. Alright, now here are a couple more facts about the world that I found to be really interesting. A person exposed to the vacuum of outer space will fall unconscious after about 15 seconds, but is likely to survive about a minute or two with little permanent effect. Now this is a fact I do not want to test for myself, that's for sure, so I'm going to take Ripley's Believe It or Not's word for it. There are 500,000 detectable earthquakes each year. Of these, 100,000 can be felt, but only 100 cause damage. Thank goodness so few cause damage. That is a lot of earthquakes. An avalanche of snow can reach a speed of 130 kilometers an hour within 5 seconds after it fractures away from the mountainside. Tornadoes can cause damage paths of more than 1.5 kilometers long. Once, a tornado in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, carried a motel sign 48 kilometers and dropped it in Arkansas. I have always been fascinated with tornadoes, but I can't help but think maybe it's a good thing I've never seen one in person yet. The pressure of water on the floor can crush a foam cup to the size of a thimble, so you can use it to play Monopoly, I imagine. Io, one of Jupiter's moons, has volcanoes that erupt up to 305 kilometers into the sky. To date, scientists have found 200 major meteorite impact craters on Earth, ranging from dozens of feet to hundreds of miles in diameter. Just 6 inches of rapidly moving floodwater is enough to knock a person down. Well, not everyone. Captain Fantastic, faster than Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Wolverine, the Hulk, and the Flash combined would not be fazed by any floodwater. A hurricane possesses as much energy as 10,000 nuclear bombs. A single hurricane's energy can equate to a power supply of 360 billion kilowatt hours a day. This is enough energy to supply electricity for the entire USA for 6 months. More than 6,000 tons of man-made items, including more than 200 derelict satellites, are floating above our planet. For those of you that don't know, derelict basically means the satellites are not doing their job properly and are essentially just space junk. With the smallest density of any planet in the solar system, Saturn is so light that it could float on the water if there were an ocean large enough to accommodate it. This is pretty interesting to think about, and you gotta love outer space. Because of the Earth's decelerating rotation, in the future days may have 25 hours. A British astronomer has proved the Earth's spin has been slowing down since 700 BC. Now, I've always wanted more time in a day, so it's cool to think this may become reality in the future. Tsunami waves travel across oceans at speeds of up to 800 kilometers an hour. Waves hitting coastlines have been known to shift 20-ton rocks hundreds of yards inland. Now that is a lot of force. More than 1 million species of plants and animals, a quarter of all life on land, could become extinct in just decades as a result of man-made climate change. Australia alone could lose more than half of its 400 plus butterfly species by 2050. Known as the miracle fruit, the berry of Syncypalum dulcificum creates a chemical reaction that raises your sense of sweetness, making lemons taste like candy, beer taste like chocolate, and hot sauce taste like donut glaze. The effect lasts for about an hour, and the berry is native to West Africa, but is now being harvested in South Florida, where a single berry sells for $3. I would imagine this berry might be pretty useful for weight loss, so someone should hook me up with some. Although the Earth's crust consists of solid rock, if you were to break it down into its component elements, nearly half of it would vanish into thin air, because 46.6% of the Earth's crust is made up of oxygen. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to try and bring you some live commentaries in the future, and who knows, I might even show my face sometime soon, when I get my confidence up. And I have been listening to your guys' feedback, and will try to keep content interesting for you. That is my number one goal for this channel. I don't want to be making content that bores you guys too much, so I am always looking for feedback. Let me know what you'd like to see on this channel in the comments section below. Thank you for watching today, and please drop a like and subscribe as well for more content. Thank you, everyone.